pondo ng PhilHealth sa National Treasury. Iginiit ng gobyerno na wala itong nilabag na batas at naayon ang pulisya para palaguin ang ekonomiya. Balitang hatid ni Salima Refran.
Bago pa man ang oral arguments, iba't ibang grupo ang nagsagawa ng pagkilos sa Korte Suprema. Sila, isang sigaw. Ideklarang labag sa batas ang paglilipat ng halos 70 bilyong pisong hindi nagamit na pondo ng PhilHealth pabalik sa National Treasury para magamit sa ibang mga proyekto ng gobyerno.
Marami sa mga pera na nasa PhilHealth ang nagbe-benefit ay yung mga opisyales. Ang aming panawagan ay magbigay ng direct funding to the public health facilities such as the public health centers, the public hospitals.
Sa oral arguments, inilatag ng mga petitioner ang mga argumento kung bakit para sa kanila ay unconstitutional ang paglilipat ng pondo. Partikular, ang Department of Finance Circular 003-2024 at isang probisyon sa General Appropriations Act na nagbigay daan dito. Hindi raw sobra-sobra ang pera ng PhilHealth at kulang na kulang ang natatanggap na tulong pangkalusugan ng mga mamamayan.
Your Honor, enumeration under the Constitution is exclusive. It does not authorize any government official to transfer appropriations. Moreover, the authority to augment any item in the general appropriations must be given by law. PhilHealth's financial statement reveals that it does not have excess funds. PhilHealth's 2024 first quarter financial statements show the members' equity as being negative 600 billion plus. This is signed by the highest officials of PhilHealth, an express admission by PhilHealth that its equity is negative by over 600 billion.
Dumalo sa pagdinig sina Finance Secretary Ralph Recto, Health Secretary Teodoro Herbosa, Social Welfare Secretary Rex Gatchalian, at pinalitang PhilHealth President Emmanuel Ledesma Jr. Ang Office of the Solicitor General at Office of the Government Corporate Counsel ang kumatawan sa kanila at sa iba pang respondents ng Office of the President, Senado at Kamara, gate ng gobyerno na ayon sa batas at walang nalabag sa paglilipat ng hindi nagamit na pondo.
It was the executive and legislative department's way of creating and implementing a fiscal policy to boost economic growth without bloating the government's indebtedness or burdening the people. It is a common sense approach that does not violate any law, much less a constitution. I assure the Honorable Court and the people that, contrary to what has been portrayed by some critics, there was no dark or sinister plan behind the transfer of the 16 billion peso fund balance from PhilHealth to the Treasury.
Tatlong petisyon laban sa paglilipat ng PhilHealth funds ang inihain dito sa Korte Suprema. Consolidated na. Ibig sabihin, sabay-sabay na yung diringgin. Dito sa oral arguments, maaaring magtanong ang mga maestrado. Binusisi ni Associate Justice Amy Lazaro Javier kung may sobra nga ba talagang pondo ang PhilHealth.
Benefit payments should be included in the reserve fund. Don't you think so?
But Your Honor, for every year, we have a specific target or specific portion that is set aside for benefit payments.
Yes, I know that.
And if it falls short, if the target falls short,
Yes.
that's when we call on the funds.
Yes, but Your Honor, I would like to highlight that every year PhilHealth actually generates more revenues than expenditures.
I will show you the report of COA, which shows that PhilHealth is bankrupt, actually. I don't know if you're aware of that. You ought to be aware.
If you are,
And COA has repeatedly highlighted that in its letters to PhilHealth. And then COA said that for many years, at least 3 years, 21, 22, 23, the reserve fund of PhilHealth is much, much less than its actuarial fund, actuarial estimate.
Oktubre na maglabas ng temporary restraining order ang Korte Suprema sa paglilipat ng PhilHealth funds. Pero naibalik na noon sa National Treasury ang 60 billion pesos na pondo. Sinabi naman ng Department of Finance na nagamit na nito ang 78% ng halagang ito para sa critical health projects tulad ng public health emergency benefits and allowance sa healthcare at non-healthcare personnel noong COVID-19 pandemic, medical assistance para sa mahihirap na pasyente, pinambili ng mga medical equipment, konstruksyon ng 3 DOH health facilities at health facilities enhancement program. Ipagpapatuloy ang pagtatanong ng mga maestrado sa susunod na oral arguments sa February 25.